Ledu Kadu, Payalago, everyone. That means I'm paying respect to all of you people. So hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. So we are talking about this whole, rupee depreciation thing, whether we should worry. Yeah, so I think we are fine, and do write in the comment section if you're fine. We're talking about how this rupee depreciation will impact us. How export will be benefited to a certain extent, and how importers will be the one who will be suffering. Imports will become costly, and that is but obvious. We have talked about very good, Harshini. We have talked about the basic rationale how depreciation works. Business earns, but again, the main problem is not how exporters will be benefited and importers will be the one who will be facing the brunt. The problem is volatility. Like, very good, Harsh. Like, Iltush, let's focus. Volatility, oh my god, volatility problem is what? Like, there was a time around 2016 when government was coming up with solid waste management rule, waste management rule, this rule, that rule, demonetization, blah, blah, blah. That was a volatile time. More than the government, people were doing stuff for government, standing in line, standing in queue to, curb black money, and then nothing happened. But yes, we don't make our government accountable. That's not the way India works. So again, okay, cool, Pradeep. So here also, this volatility which is happening because of Trump policy, what Modi sir did in 2016, Trump is doing now. But no, we cannot ever compare Trump with Modi sir. Yes, they both want to become Vishwaguru, but only one can. That is Modi sir. So this volatility is not good. Possible small pressure on fiscal balance because of imports, and because we import more than we export, as we can see with our current account deficit thing. So there can be a pressure on our fiscal space, our money, our forex reserve. So these are some downsides, but there's nothing too much to worry about. Is the fall alarming? Not alarming. We are stable. And it's more of a disruption. It is not happening because of India's structural issue. It is happening because of certain things which are outside our control. RBI is monitoring, but it is not panicking. Maybe it will panic once it goes beyond 100. We will make a century, inshallah. Bottom line, again, we have nothing to worry about. It is not a sign of our weakness or deep economic weakness. These are fundamentals. Like, India's fundamentals are strong as far as data shows. Again, how much those data are first and all those stuff, we don't know. And again, there is no word such as data, guys. Datum is singular. Sometimes you say this, data is plural. Some benefits to exporters, imports cost rise, no major alarm. Let's keep a tab on it. RBI is monitoring it because it is helping our distressed exporters at this particular point of time. So maybe that's why RBI is not, interfering so much here in this regard. So we have to wait and watch. But yes, volatility is a concern. Too much chop and change is not good for us. Let's solve some questions now. MCQ 4. And these questions will give you conceptual clarity, so to say. Good morning, Bulbul. Bulbul, bulbul. So consider the following factors: rising trade deficit, higher current account deficit, increased foreign portfolio investment. Which of the above contribute to depreciation? What leads to depreciation? You know, what leads to depreciation? Try to do option elimination, guys. You will get the answer. Inflows will not lead to depreciation, guys. Outflows will lead to depreciation. If more and more people, foreign investors, they are pulling out money from India, that would lead to depreciation. So third is wrong. If you eliminate third, you will get the answer A, 1, 2, and 4 only. Yesterday, there is one very good student of mine who is a part of my bundle, Raju Patil. Although Raju Patil is not her exact name, she talked about certain stuff in the comment section related to Deepavali. If you remember, Deepavali and SDG 11, how it will promote sustainable cities and communities. Remember, guys, when you people will become big enough, 18 plus, in computer science, you will read about something known as, if you have read computer science, you will read about AND gate and OR gate. So what does these two words mean? Sustainable cities and communities both has to be satisfied. If it was sustainable cities or communities, then you can take one, either sustainable communities or sustainable cities or communities. And works differently or works differently, and means both have to be satisfied, or means either will suffice. So it is sustainable cities and communities, and there is a debate how much Deepavali leads to pollution, and firecrackers leads to pollution, and that in turn, in a way, moves us to, or let what you say, leads us to move away from SDG 11, and why Deepavali is not promoting SDG 11, so to say. It's end and all. Although you can indirectly prove SDG, Deepavali promotes all SDGs, all 17 SDGs, if you want to, but that is not how world works. But yes, those kind of questions will not be asked. Deepavali promotes for what SDG, so it's fine. So yes, sir. Harshini, Iltush, Mad King, and Bulbul, they have given the answer A. Raj Patil, MCQ 5, a depreciation of the rupee benefits which of the following the most? Importers of crude oil, tourist, exporters of services, companies with high external commercial borrowing. Chippendies, guys, chippendies. Depreciation benefits whom the most? Some someday people will ask me what is your favorite word. I will say chippendies. So Harshini, Iltush, they have given the answer. Exporters are benefited, right? Exporters of services, this and that. Any kind of exporters will be benefited because now, you know, like people in foreign countries who are buying these exporters good, they can get more things for lesser amount of dollar. Oh my god! So the answer is C, as stated by Harshini, Iltush, Anandu, and Teach. That is Pradeep. Very good. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Spread the word. You can join these individual programs or you can join the success bundle at the earliest. Doesn't matter whether you join it or not. Right answer, guys, means answer. I will, shout it from the topmost floor. You have to write answers if you want to get a rank. Everything else is fine, and you can also donate if I'm adding to your knowledge base. Let's focus. Page 22, Science 2 again. Again, a dense article. Invisible epidemic. Why air pollution is India's largest health threat. Air pollution. We have AQI, Air Quality Index. We will talk about the issues. We'll solve a mains question on it. So our AQI ends at 500. But if you look at the current scenario, the current condition of India, and like world over, they have 600,000 criteria, but we have till 500. That is one big issue. And then the pollutants which are there in AQI, UPSC has already asked a PYQ on it. CO2 is not there. Please remember. Particulate matter 2.5, diameter of materials less than 2.5 micrometer. These causes lung problem, heart problems, neonatal mortality. What is neonatal? Children from birth till first 28 days, neonatal mortality. You may feel like people that, oh my god, I have read that stuff, I'm not able to remember it. Cognitive learning impairment, all these things are happening, and we are like, there's some WHO limit, 515 something. India's limit is 4 times WHO limit, and we are much beyond that. So it's a health emergency, and that's why, as some of you were saying, we have to bring Modi sir to power. If you give him at least 5 years, he will take care of air pollution, because he himself says Modi hai to mumkin hai. So please bring Modi government to power, guys. Give him at least 5 years. You will see air pollution gone. And why it is India's largest health threat? Let's substantiate it with some more points. So air pollution is, again, it's not like, in winter season we talk about air pollution. This is not confined to winter season. Temperature inversion leads to pollution getting concentrated in Delhi region, and Delhi is the capital. So you talk about it in winter, and stubble warning. So you talk about it in winter, but this is not a winter phenomena. This is a year-long phenomena. Everywhere it is happening. 12 months a year, 365 days. And again, there are so many other factors: construction dust, vehicular emissions, your coal power plants emissions, SO2, so many things. We have talked about fuel gas desulfurization, flue gas desulfurization units earlier in previous Hindu analysis, how government is like, we don't need it to treat SO2. So it is no longer limited to winter or northern India, guys. It is affecting everyone. It is affecting Arshini, Pradeep, Anandu, me, everyone, all the time. Again, you can read all these things. India's AQI scale is outdated and flawed. We have just discussed. We are at 500. That's it. And after 500, everything severe. What is severe? Severe. So international trackers, they show value 600 to 1000 plus, and we should update our AQI. And please elect Modi government to power. Experts call for again, you can read removal of the upper cap. 500 is not the reality. We should have, at least for India, at least 2000, up until 2000. And it's like, your life is your responsibility. We are not responsible. Government should make a disclaimer. Heavy health burden and reduction in life expectancy. 46% Indians live in highly polluted regions that shorten lifespan. You can see Delhi people, Gurgaon people, we are losing 8 plus years. Northern India lose, again, you can read all these factors. 20 lakh people have died. 20 lakh deaths in 2023 is linked to air pollution. 43% mortality has risen, and that's why this is the biggest crisis. And that's why, please elect Modi government to power, guys. Give him 5 years, and he will take care of all the things. So AQI, these we have discussed what is the problem with this particular thing, capping it at 500. And then the second thing, PM 2.5, it's a killer thing, guys. It's what is particulate matter? Particulate matter is a mixture of solid and liquid particles. So solid and liquid particles means what? Carbon particles, sulfur particles, sulfur dioxide particles, all these things are coming together and they are becoming two body, one soul. And these whole solid and liquid particles, two body, and that one soul is known as, particulate matter 2.5 and this and that. So this is about the size. Particulate matter 10, they are somewhat bigger. And they don't go into those inner parts which particulate matter 2.5 can, like, it's more dangerous. That's what I'm trying to say. PM 2.5 much more dangerous than PM 10. Keep it in mind, very important. Cool. And keep it in mind all the pollutants also. One thing, CO2 is not a pollutant under AQI. Carbon dioxide, UPSC has asked a PYQ. We have solved that PYQ almost 1 million times. PM 2.5 harms multiple organs. Hypertension, heart attack, all these things increases, and that's why maybe Siddharth Shukla had a heart attack. Maybe he was breathing all these polluted airs. Respiratory diseases, lung capacity is reduced, asthma. And there was a survey which was done somewhere, guys, that India's lung is much smaller than the lungs of other people in different countries. I don't know how many of you have seen that survey. Again, poor academic performance. If you people are feeling like, oh my god, I did not clear UPSC earlier GS question, this is linked to air pollution. You're not able to remember stuff because you are living in polluted area. Maternal and neonatal harm, increased risk of preterm births. So you are due in 9 months, but you will give birth in 7 months. Pollution, low birth weight, stillbirth, neonatal term. Just remember neonatal. From birth till first 28 days, you will read about these terms when you will grow up and you will become 18 plus. Neonatal mortality, infant mortality, maternal mortality. What is the basic difference between them? If you know it, post it in the comment section or tell me the answer. Pollution versus social inequality. What does it mean? Rich people, Pradeep and Anandu, Iltush, all of you. So you're like, and rich people, Modi sir. Modi sir is not rich. He has one Jola and he will go anywhere. But let's assume Modi sir becomes rich. So he will have air purifier. He will have 2 3 10 air purifier. So he will make a whole new parliament, whole new house for himself. All these things he can do because he can use our taxpayers' money. So these people like Modi sir, etc., these are not the ones who will be impacted. Poor people will be impacted who does not have air purifiers, who are living near these zones, landfill, industries, roads and all. We poor are getting poorer, rich are getting richer. And again, this whole pollution is worsening social inequality. As you write any answer in mains, how pollution will impact stuff. So you will talk about economic impact, social impact, cultural impact, environmental impact. So this is social impact. Poor people, they are dying more. Modi sir will not die. He is always surrounded by 10 air purifiers. Anyway, he does not live in India much, so he will not be impacted. But yes, please elect Modi sir to power to take care of this issue because this is the biggest issue we are facing right now. Misplaced public focus on stubble burning and firecrackers. These are just tip of the iceberg, guys. The main issue are these: vehicular emission, industrial process, construction dust, household biomass fuel. This is not only about winter. Year long we are facing it. We are not talking about it. Now, we have talked about the problems. What is the solution? Solution is multifarious. You have to, use, it's not only confining and stubble burning, this and that. Focus everywhere. Shift freight to rail. Roadways, if they are carrying, goods from one place to another, they cause more pollution than railways. So freight should be increased from roadways to railways. Freight dedicated corridors, we need it more and more. Real world emission monitoring. Establish these air purifiers not only in the house of big leaders and all. We need it in schools, etc. And there has to be an emission monitoring beyond 500. 500, they have capped it. Industries, strict enforcement of pollution control technologies. If they're not, if they're emitting beyond their standard, charge them, penalize them. Don't not penalize them because they are giving you political donation. Gradual move away from coal. Construction, dust separation, again these things you can understand. Waste management, use bioremediation, which we have discussed earlier, to treat landfills, which is again causing pollution. Again, these are not confined to winter things, guys. It is happening year long. AQI based district advisories, check for the lung health and screen students in school. Lung function test in school, do it. But you will not do it because these things don't matter, right? Just 10,000 rupees before election, everything is awesome. Okay. Clean air must be recognized as fundamental right to life and personal liberty. We know Article 21 is a umbrella article now. Umbrella article means government Supreme Court. Yeah. It is important, Article 21. Yeah. This is important. Article 21. Everything is Article 21. But just by saying right to clean environment is Article 21 is included under Article 21 will not help, guys. Please implement it. If Modi sir comes to power, you give him 5 years and he does not take care of this air pollution thing, take away all his pension and salary. Do that. Modi sir will himself said that, make me accountable, make him accountable. If it is a fundamental right, what government is doing to recognize it as fundamental right under Article 21? Don't just keep on putting everything under Article 21. It should be a non-negotiable national priority. They made things a joke. Let's focus. Air pollution is a silent public health emergency in India. Discuss its causes, impact, and measures to tackle it. As you can see here, there are four parts to this question. First is silent public health emergency. You will, in intro, you can substantiate it. Then, this is the first part, this is the second part, cause. Here you can divide your cause into different parts: political cause, economic, social, whatever. And then third part is impact. Fourth is measures. And you have all the points, whatever we have discussed, just put it here. I feel so angry right now. So air pollution, blah, 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 you read causes, structural year round, year round. This is not only about winter. Don't just play blame game and all those stuff. This is year long, and this is not only about stubble burning or firecrackers. This involves so many different, entities: construction, dust, vehicular emission, this and that. Impact, health impact, respiratory, asthma, reduced lung capacity. Indians have one of the smallest lungs in the world these days. Hypertension, heart attack, all these things are happening. Cognitive decline. You people, more and more people are not clearing UPSC prelims these years because air pollution has declined their cognitive capacity. No, they're not clearing because they're not clearing because it's a fact. If let's say 2 lakh people are writing and 10,000 will clear, so obviously 1,90,000 will not clear. So yeah, but yes, cognitive decline is also playing a role. And then mothers are dying, kids are taking birth earlier, and they are also dying within 28 days. All these things are happening. Economic impact, social impact: poor people will be impacted more because they don't have air purifiers. And economic impact: our lives are getting reduced, but we don't care. We only care about 10,000 rupees before election. Oh my god. And then the measures: transport, divide it, electrification of public vehicles, shift freight to rail. This is actually a very good point, guys. Most of the people, stubble burning, they will keep on talking about stubble burning, and we should, incentivize farmers, give them more benefits and money and all those things so that they don't do stubble burning. But most of the people will not write this: shift freight to rail, enforcement of pollution control technologies, and all those stuff, dust suppression and elimination of open burning, how we should do lung function test in school. Awesome points. This is an awesome article. And just don't put, things under Article 21. Implement it, make somebody accountable, make Modi sir accountable, bring him to power. He wants to be accountable. I don't know why we are not electing him. Give him at least 5 years, guys. Air pollution is a preventable public health crisis. You can read all these things. We have discussed all the points. Solve some question, guys. MCQ 6 based on the previous article. I don't know what you people are doing here. Why are you not bringing him to power? 5 years, 6 years. Give him a chance at least. Seriously, heights. With reference to Gaganyaan, consider the following statement. The first crewed mission will place astronauts in oh yeah, low Earth orbit. The crew module re-entry will use parachute. So again, maybe you don't know some points. Use option elimination, guys. You try to solve this question via option elimination. The first crewed mission will be launched using PSLV. So Iltush, Mad King, they have given the answer. Third is wrong. The first crewed mission will not be launched using PSLV. It is GSLV Mark 3, which is now known as LMV3, which will be known as HLMV3 after it is human tested. So third is wrong. So if third is wrong, eliminate BCD. You're left with A1 and 2 only, as stated by my best friends Iltush, Mad King, Harshini, and Aditya Kashyap. MCQ 6 is the answer, guys. Very good. MCQ 7. PM10 differs from PM 2.5 mainly in what? Chemical composition only, source size and penetration into the human body only, the source of emission, ability to remain suspended in the air. Again, use your current pre-existing knowledge to solve this question, guys, because who are good boys and girls? You people are. Iltush, Rishi, Anandu, Harshini, they have given the answer. Source, size, and penetration into human body. So B is the answer. Very good. Next articles, all articles, so big articles. Today has been a tough day for me. So page 10, GS2, GS3, what does Supreme Court ruling on narco test mean? Narco test, what will happen in narco test? So let's say Harshini. Harshini lied to government. Harshini lied to government that she likes Vijay Sethupathi, although in reality she likes Vijay, you know. And she said that she liked Vijay Sethupathi 96 movie, although she likes Kutti Story. I forgot the name of that movie. So then what will happen? A narco test will be conducted of Harshini. And if she is found to be, guilty, she will be hanged because she lied. So narco test, generally what happens? This is very similar to lie detector test, polygraph test, but not exactly. Here, you will be put in a sedated state using a particular substance. What is that substance? Sodium pentothal. Oh my god. Sodium pentothal. So you will be sedated. You'll be like in a half sleep state, and they'll be like, do you love Kalyani Priyadarshan? I'll be like, yes, I love Kalyani Priyadarshan. And they'll be like, do you like Loka chapter 1? I was like, yes, I love Loka chapter 1. Please make ensure I'll before I die I marry Kalyani Priyadarshan. So this will be done, but this is wrong because I am in half sleep state and they're knowing about my realities that I love Kalyani Priyadarshan. So this is wrong, and that's what Supreme Court is saying. Forced or involuntary narco tests are unconstitutional and invalid. These things should not happen. Patna High Court, they have given their order in Amlesh Kumar versus State of Bihar that involuntary narco test can be done because these are criminals and they don't have rights. Again, they did not explicitly say that, but you can understand why Patna High Court gave that verdict. Supreme Court is saying that no, whatever Patna High Court said, it is violating the earlier case, which was Selvi versus State of Karnataka. We'll understand each and everything. There is a triangle, golden triangle, which came after Menaka Gandhi case. Golden triangle. Menaka Gandhi, ma'am, in 1970s, her passport was taken away by government first, and the reason was not given. And then she filed a case which became known as Menaka Gandhi case in 1978, which led to something known as 14, 19, 21 being called as Golden Triangle. Fundamental rights, Article 14, 19, 21, they are Golden Triangle. So we'll try to understand why Golden Triangle will come into picture in this particular narco test scenario, guys. And but first of all, what is narco test? Sedating an accused with drugs like oh my god, sodium pentothal. They can ask you which drug is used in narco test. So inhibitions are reduced, and it's like that same thing happens when you're drinking alcohol and all. So it's a non-violent investigative technique. They're not beating you. They just you are in a semi-conscious state, so to say. But it is problem, guys, because it is promoting something known as self-incrimination. Article 20. When you will read about Article 20, so this Article 20 has so many things. Free, like double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. Double jeopardy means what? They have provisions against double jeopardy, and so many other things. Article 20, preventive detention and all those stuff. So double jeopardy. No, it's not 20. It's not preventive detention. Just be with me, you will understand. So double jeopardy means what? You cannot be punished for a crime which you have, like, oh my god, punished twice for a crime which you have committed once. Let's try to understand it by some real life example. Let's say there is a person called Virat Kohli. On in a stadium, he said Ben Stokes twice. So if he is penalized by ICC for violating certain code of conduct, he will be penalized only once. That yes, he said Ben Stoke twice, so he's penalized. It's not like you said it twice or this and that, so you'll be penalized twice. No, you have done this crime once, so you'll be penalized once. Same thing here. I cannot be penalized for a crime more than once. If I committed a crime, I will be penalized once. Double jeopardy. All these provisions are there in Article 20. It also protects you against self-incrimination. You yourself cannot be used against you for proving certain crimes. So when I'm in a sedated state, I will say certain stuff about myself which can be used against my means, which can be used against me. Oh my god, that is self-incrimination. Article 23 says it cannot happen, it should not be done. No person can be forced to be a witness against themselves, which is actually happening in this narco test. Without free informed consent, conducting a narco test violates Article 20 clause 3. And again, there are democratic justice, but there are two things: victims rights and accused rights. You have to balance them. It's not like, yeah, we know victims rights, sometimes people feel it should be more than the accused rights. You can debate on that, but even accused people, they have some rights. And when you're doing these narco tests, etc., they're violating Article 20 clause 3. They're violating accused rights. So linked to Article 21, all these things are linked to right to life and personal liberty, right? Article 21, right to, it includes right to privacy. Which judgment came, guys, via which you have right to privacy in Article 21? We have discussed there are so many things under Article 21. It's an umbrella article. So Maneka Gandhi case 1978, it led to something called as, now when this narco test is happening, Article 20 is fine, but all these things are also violating his Article 21. Right to privacy is being violated when you are conducting narco test. And then when Article 21 is violated, Article 14 and 19 will automatically be violated. That's what Maneka Gandhi case said, golden triangle. If my right to privacy, right to life is violated, I am no longer equal. So equality is also violated under Article 14. I no longer have freedom of speech and expression. So Article 19 is also violated. So do remember this Maneka Gandhi case. Very good. Iltush and Matic, they have given the answer, case Puttaswamy. And which articles are known as golden triangle? In Manoj Kumar Saini versus, we don't have to remember the whole judgment, guys. But we have to just remember what courts are saying. Narco test cannot establish guilt. I said certain stuff about myself, that yeah, this, and I aided Kalyani Priyadarshini in Loka chapter 1 to kill somebody because she was killing a lot of people in that movie. But that cannot be used to establish that I am guilty. No, it has to be corroborated by some other sources that which can prove that I killed people in Loka chapter 1. So yeah, it only narco test will not prove that I am guilty. It has to be substantiated, corroborated by other source. What is important in this article is narco test, which particular substance they are using, sodium pentothal, what article they are, self incrimination, protection against self incrimination, it is under which article? Article 20 clause 3. What is the relationship between 14, 19 and 21 article? Golden triangle came under which case? Maneka Gandhi case. So these are the facts which you have to keep in mind. Oh my god. Ethical foundation. Informed consent reflects, again, you can read all these things. Immanuel Kant, when you people will become big enough and you will read about all these enlightenment and renaissance, if you have history optional, you may have read about him, even in sociology, etc. An act is ethical only when done with consent. No means no. Here you are not asking for him for his consent, or even if you're taking his consent, that is a forced consent. So forced narco tests violate ethical, human and natural values. It should not be used against people. It is also violating, protection against self-incrimination, Article 20 clause 3, thereby violating Article 21, Article 14 and Article 19. Let's solve some MCQs, guys. MCQ 8. Consider the following health impacts of air pollution. Why we don't make our governments accountable, guys? This is so sad. When we will do that? So Iltush, Harshini, Anandu, or Aditya, they have given the answer. Increased risk of preterm birth and neonatal mortality causes reduction in life expectancy, leads to cognitive decline. All the statements are correct. D 1, 2, and 3, as stated by Iltush, Harshini, Anandu, and Aditya. Aditya Kashyap, jab we met. Consider the following statement regarding Articles 14, 19, and 21 in India. They collectively refer to as the golden triangle. Blah, 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 blah. Read all this statement, guys. Chepandi is me. Means tell me. Akshay Khanna, Durandar. Akshay Khanna is such an awesome actor. Have any of you watched Durandar, guys? Durandar. I so want to watch it. I don't have the time right now. So, Anandu, Iltush, Hashini, Aditya, have you people watched Durandar of Akshay Khanna? Akshay Khanna, Akshay Khanna, Akshay Khanna, Akshay Khanna. There is a song of his which has become very famous, but I cannot pronounce it because I don't know the words. At least in some other song, I know some words. It's so awesome, but I don't know the words. I love you na upuriya dipoina. So what is the answer for MCQ 9? Harshini, Iltush, Mad King, Aditya. Harshini, oh my god. Akshay Khanna is such a cutie pie. So they are collectively referred to as golden triangle. Correct? Article 21. Correct? All these three are correct. C is the answer. As stated by Harshini, Iltush, Anandu, and Aditya. I'm not a movie person actually. Be a movie person. Everybody is a movie person. It's just that movies are not good enough these days. Movie, nope. Oh my god. All of you are so hardworking. Very good. Next article. Again, uh, it's the stark reality of educational cost in India. Shukla and Das. Santosh. Shukla and the Santosh sir, they are all very cute boys. And what they are talking about stark reality of educational cost in India is just focus. Article 21A, right to free and compulsory education. It's not 21, it's 21A. 6 to 14, they have a right to free and compulsory education. NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020, which has come after K. Kasturirangan Committee recommendation. K. Kasturi Rangan Committee, oh my god. And it is replacing NEP 1986. They can ask you, it is replacing NEP of 1995, that will be wrong. So national education policy even is extending this age bracket from 3 to 18 years. Why only 6 to 14? 3 to 18. But this is just on paper, guys. This is not a reality. The reality is it's basically this whole thing applies to certain portion of right to education, applies to private schools also. They have to allocate 25% seat or reserve 25% seats for people or students under right to education, but more or less it applies to government schools. And government schools are so bad when it comes to academic quality that more and more people, even in rural areas, they're shifting to private education, private schools, private coaching. That's what this article is saying. But what is important from exam perspective here, article 21A deals with what came after which amendment? 86th amendment. Guarantees free and compulsory education 6 to 14. NEP 2020 extending it to 3 to 18 because they want to achieve universal education. That means 100% people are studying till class 12 by 2030. This is the aim of NEP 2020. But just on paper, more and more people, this article is saying that there has been certain survey which has been done by NSS, National Sample Survey 2025. They're saying that not only in urban areas, we can understand in urban areas why people are studying in private schools, but even in rural areas, private school enrollment is increasing. And it's like, 34% boys are in private school, 29.5% girls are in private school. In rural areas, even though government schools are there, people are enrolling themselves in government school, or student or their children is in, oh my god, in government school. But slowly and gradually private enrollment has increased at all levels in both rural and urban India. People are losing their faith in government school. I have many of my relatives who were headmasters in government school, teachers in government school. They're like, we are there, we just go there, we mark attendance, and then we come back. So these things happen in government school, and that is actually a sad reality. Why private coaching is widespread when it comes to these schools? Maybe people in private, like urban areas, they have higher household income and they have better educated parents, and they realize that yes, coaching is needed. Private school are not sufficient, government schools are not sufficient. But then also it permeates inequality, so to say, guys. Please understand what do I mean by that. People who are not who are from poor families, they don't afford or they can't afford these coaching, then what will happen? They will not have access to quality education when we're talking about at school level. And that is what they're talking about here. Rising private school and tuition dependencies, increasing financial burdens, exacerbating socio-economic inequalities. Rich are getting richer, poor are getting poorer. How? Rich people, they can afford these tuitions, these coachings, these classes, so their kids, they are getting better quality education. Poor people, they cannot, so their means their kids remain poor, or they're not getting that high quality education. Some of them will be exceptions who will do even good even then rather, but I mean, more often than not, they're not getting high quality education. Competition is stiff, they will face problems later on. Need for strengthening, so the solution is strengthen government school, ensure that headmasters and the faculties don't just go there for attendance. We have to improve the quality. It's not only about 6 to 14, 3 to 18, AP 2020, K Kasturi Rangan. No, improve quality, guys. Focus. Don't just focus on quantity, focus on quality. Improve the efficacy of government schools. And that will reduce inequality, oh my god, lower reliance on private tuition, blah, blah, blah. So better school quality, lower dependence on private tuition, private school. And that's what this article is saying. Government has to do something about increasing the quality of government school teaching. Let's solve some question. This question is from everywhere, Aditya. Ghat ke teen path, we call it in Hindi. Everywhere the situation is same when it comes to government school. But yes, more so in northern India, the quality is bad. Now, why I have given you this PYQ? Because you people were not born at that time. 2 3 days back, we have discussed about Bunny, 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 Re Bunny, Prem Divani Bunny. Kareena Kapoor was singing this song in a movie which is Oscar worthy. That is Main Prem Ki Diwani Hu, where she was talking about bunny grassland of Gujarat. So we talked about this bunny grassland of Gujarat. Bunny, 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 Re Bunny. I love bunny grassland. That's what Kareena Kapoor is saying. In that regard, we have talked about Prosopis juliflora in that article. Revise that article. Don't be a Gajni like Harshini and Surya. So, what is the answer of this question, guys? Bengal is not different. Here, teachers are chosen based on the money they pay. Iltush, where are you from in Bengal? Oh, you are from Nadia. Nahi. You're somewhere near Kolkata. You told me. Tell me again, Iltush. Iltush and Harshini, they have given the answer. Prosopis, Julie, Flora, Bunny, 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 re Bunny. I love Bunny Grassland. Karina Kapoor. Karina Kapoor will help you in remembering Bunny Grassland. Oh my God. Karina Kapoor, you people will thank Karina Kapoor later. So Iltush, Harshini, Anandu. Very good. So the answer is B. It is an invasive species, guys. Prosopis juliflora. Julie, I love you. Kishore Kumar used to sing this song. Na upiriyadi poina. Then Kishore Kumar said this song. So it is an invasive species. It is impacting the native species of bunny grassland, and that's why we have read about Prosopis juliflora. It tends to reduce the biodiversity in the area in which it grows. Hello Alex, I love you. Na upiriyadi poina. Iltush, Harshini, Anandu, Aditya, they have given the answer. I am from North Bengal. Oh my God, Darjeeling what? Or Siliguri, Jalpaiguri, where? So the answer is B, guys. MCQ 11. Which of the following age group is referred to as neonatal? Chepandi's fast. I love you, ni pranam poina. I love this song so much. Allu Arjun dance in this song is so awesome, guys. What this Puspa? He was awesome during his time. Arya 2. I have watched many of his movies in Telugu only. I don't like dubbed version. I want to watch movie in like 96 movie of Vijay Sethupathi and Trisha in Tamil. Kadle, Kadle, Kurguru. So if you watch it in dubbed, it feels so superficial. Watch it with subtitles, but watch it in original language only, guys. It has its own beauty. Like Money Heist, people are watching in English. See, watch it in Spanish. La Casa de Papel, it is called in Spanish. Professor, and then use the subtitles. That has its own charm. Oh my god. So, hey, guys. Which time you come live? 8 a.m. guys. 8 a.m. Alex. My hometown is Gangarampur. Okay, Iltush. So Harshini and Matt King, they have given the answer neonatal. So 11th is your homework, guys. 12th is also your homework. We'll discuss it tomorrow. FPI outflows typically cause what? MCQ 11 and 12, do it as your homework. Because who are good boys and girls? You people are. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Spread the word. Join this Telegram channel. I'll share this into analysis period by 9:30 a.m. It is currently going through a flux. You know the previous people who joined me from other institution, they will leave slowly and gradually. New people will come, and then Telegram will be back to its original form. But yes, that's the way of life which happens. People go, people come, and the life goes on. So yes. You can also post your score. You can join these Mission UPSC programs. You will thank me later. It will increase. Yesterday there was a girl, and she was asking me. I was like, 1 or 2 months down the line, the prices of each and everything will increase. It will keep on increasing. Why? I will tell you. Let's say mains answer evaluation program. I get a lot of queries every day. So what will happen? What is happening right now? I'm just checking copies. So there will be a time when there will be too much copies. Demand will be too much. So obviously I will have lesser time. I can't check copy. Then the price will increase further. So join at the earliest. You will thank me later. ठीक আছে. You are your own competition. You're not competing with anybody else. And if I'm adding to your knowledge base, you can also donate. Thank you, Anandu. Thank you, Iltush. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, everyone. I will see you people tomorrow at 8 a.m. Take care. Be blessed. Ta ta. Bye bye.